Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us today for this webinar on the ESAE Demographics Report. My name is Ryan Cunningham. I am the MEDMS Help Desk Manager here at the Maine Department of Education. Today I am joined by Alex Newman, a Help Desk Analyst at the Help Desk, Trevor Burns, Student Data Coordinator, as well as Jody Bossio-Smith, who is the Coordinator for Alternate and English Proficiency Assessments, as well as Drew Mitchell, another one of our help desk analysts. With that being said, I'm going to pass it off to Alex, who will be our presenter for the day.
Thank you, Ryan. Good morning, everybody. First thing I'd like to point out is if anybody has any questions, there is a Q&A chat bubble at the top where you will be able to ask your questions. So today we'll be going over the demographics certification report. I'll start off with if you don't have a NEO, you'll need a NEO account rather to access the student data reports. So if you don't have that, you'll want to contact your superintendent and ask them to submit an access request form down at the bottom of this page. To get you access, and you'll need access to student data in NEO. As far as this report, if you, in the middle of the screen, you'll see the data reporting instructions. If you click on that, it'll take you to the data reporting instructions page. And at the top there, you'll see the ESAE demographics report, which opens up a 5-page document of instructions. This first page to detail who needs to report it and the detail for the report. And then again, a reminder that if you don't have a NEO account, you'll need to get the superintendent to submit an access request form for you with student data permissions. So the first thing you'll do is log into NEO. And you'll access the student data reports by either clicking the student data at the top or the student data home over there to the right. This will open up the dashboard and you have the certification report and the detail report. You would click on the view report of the certification report. And for those with one district or one organization, it'll auto-populate that. But if you have multiple, you'll have to select from that reporting organization dropdown which one you want to view, your districts or your organizations. Once you've done that, it will open up the report. The report is broken up into or organized into 4 columns: science, math, ELA, and access for ELLs, with 2 subcolumns of attending and responsible. And then the rows are all the demographics: sex, academic year, ethnicity, their grades, the EL status, and all the list of other indicators. As far as the report itself, for certification, only the superintendent can certify and submit, so everybody else will see it grayed out like this at the bottom. Well, let me go back. And you can view the details report either by clicking those links up here or going back to the dashboard and clicking on the view report. We'll pull up that a window with that bottom section here, in which it's the same thing, where it will either auto-populate the district or a list to select from, and then you would select and click on View Report, and that will pull up the report with the students, and you can click on that floppy disk icon at the top, and that will allow you to export the report into a program like Excel that you can filter and organize. want to get too far ahead of myself. If there are any questions, I can't tell.
Oh, no questions. You're all set.
Okay. It's pretty straightforward. Just as to let you know ahead of time that we will be posting this webinar, the PowerPoint and Q&A on the help desk page. You would access it by clicking the webinars and presentations tile, and it'll open up that, and it would be the top one once we get it in there. We'll usually get that in there by a week's time. Again, like I said, this is very straightforward, so if there are any questions.
So on the posting of the webinar, the Q&A document, and the PowerPoint, this is going to be a fairly short webinar, so I should be able to get that all up and posted on our website by the end of business this week. I do want to expound on the difference of district full academic year and school full academic year, and Trevor, Drew, or Alex, feel free to chime in if I get this incorrect. But a district full academic year is a student was enrolled with you on October 1st. They were counted for the October reporting period, and they remain still enrolled with you for the April count. So if they move schools within your district, they're going to count for district full academic year, but not necessarily school full academic year. So there may be some discrepancies between those numbers, but please understand that that is probably the causality of why.
Yeah, I should have elaborated on that the total demographic counts on the certification page will only include the full academic year students, which means that they would have to be enrolled within the district continuously from October 1st through May 27th. So is there anything else anyone would like to add to this?
Nope, I have nothing.
Okay, let's give it a couple minutes, Alex, in case any questions trickle in. If not, it'll be a really short webinar.
Okay. The other thing I should note is that in reviewing the report, if you see anything that needs to be changed, those changes need to be made in Synergy, and then the NEO report will update within 1.5 hours after that change has been made into Synergy, and will reflect in the report.
Okay, we're not getting any questions, so we'll close it out, give everybody back some time. If you do have any questions that pertain to the ESSA demographics report, whether it's the certification report or the details report, contact the Medham's help desk. And they will let me know, and I'll add it to the Q&A document. We do have a question, Alex.
Okay.
They're asking, so what do we need to make sure is correct in the report? I stump you. Basically, you need to make sure everything is correct, all the demographics. So, I mean, if it says, you know, the breakdown of your females, males, you want to make sure that that's correct. Basically, all these demographic numbers, you want to make sure is correct. I mean, if it says that you have 1,033 Hispanic Latinos in your district and you don't feel that's correct, that's obviously something you're going to want to address. If you can't figure that out yourself, then you're going to want to contact the help desk. We'll assist you in discerning why those numbers are what they are, and if they're incorrect, we will assist with correcting them. So it's pretty much straight face validation, just going through, and you know, it says I have, you know, 83 kids attending that should have taken the math test in grade 3. You're going to want to validate those numbers as correct. And the second question, the same as the first. So again, we're not getting any new questions and attendees are starting to drop off. So we will wrap it up. Again, if you have any further questions, feel free to contact the help desk. Can you throw that slide up one more time, Alex? The contact information. Thank you very much. And with that, we'll go ahead and end this. Thanks everybody for showing up.
Thank you all.